Newsom. I also go by 2 a.m. My pieces are called Nephthys, The Divine Beauty, Isis Suckling Horus, Nature versus Nurture, and Yemaya. My art, particularly the pieces that I brought, there are 5 art pieces. They're all wooden self-standing cutouts. And all of them are different series and variations of different gods that I usually tap into for various different inspirations or understandings and connections to myself in various different ways. I have Nephthys, Isis, and Horus, 2 Yemaya versions, and an Oya in the room. In African tradition of Santeria, they always say that you have an Orisha, one that watches over you or is just like, you know, your spirit. And a lot of the time people misconstrue whether their Orisha is a positive or negative thing. So my connection to all of the gods is finding those positive qualities that are within myself that they represent and tapping into them. Like Yemaya is the mother of all mothers, so she's very nurturing, and it's a natural thing for her, whereas Oya is the goddess of change and the goddess of war and marketplaces. I connect with her because it's about the balance, the ability to be able to pick up and go and just live your life on a whim. So there's various different pieces that I pick from each one of the gods. Gosh, it's super important for us to connect to our inner divinity so that we have a better understanding of our rooted selves, so that we pay homage to those before us, we have a connection to our ancestors. All of these things I feel make your spirituality really sound and meditative. When I tap into those resources, I find my inner godliness because I'm creating through that channel. So the work that I usually create becomes this moment of pure quiet meditation or even channeling or even prayer rather than just personal creating. And I feel that people will find that when they connect with those things in themselves, they'll find their inner godliness to create in the world. U-Gods is important for a lot of different reasons, as well as other exhibits that are similar. A lot of the time we see, especially in Oakland, a POC community, it's heavily saturated by, I mean, to be frank, it's heavily saturated by white people creating artwork that isn't of their culture or culturally appropriating things that don't naturally belong to them. And I think that right now in Oakland, there's a huge impact on the arts. People are investing a lot more, and I think it's really important for us to take back our identity culturally and artistically by making that representation our own. For example, there's also a lot of heavily like female-centered art, gender-centered art, sexuality within this exhibit, and the representation of the Black woman is something that is reclaimed through several different channels within the show as well. And I think that that's really important to be represented by yourself and by your own kind rather than exploited by someone else.
How my family feeling? What's good with your spirit? You just need to clear it. Heart is thumping, I can hear it.